Hey guys, Brad Abbott here. Today I want to do a review of the new SS4 compared to the SS3 from Bells of Steel. I've had the SS3 for a couple years now, and I've taken a lot of sets with it, a lot of reps with it. I use this bar all the time. So I'm excited today. I just picked this up to try out the SS4. I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison between the two. And give an honest opinion of what I think is different and better or worse about the SS4 compared to the SS3. Just quickly looking at the bars, not really a whole lot of difference immediately noticeable. The material, mine's a little old and worn. Like I said, I use this bar, the SS3, frequently. But even then, the material appears to be a little bit different. But until I put some miles on it, I'm not going to be able to tell you whether or not it's better or worse. But it's nice. I mean, it's definitely nice. The bar is definitely nice. I also noticed that it's a little bit lighter. The bar itself only weighs 45 pounds or a little over 45 pounds. And with the handles, I guess it's set to weigh right at about 50 pounds versus the SS3 weighs 58 pounds. So it's about 8 pounds lighter with the handles. The handles that came with the SS4, I didn't even take them. They were a lot shorter and they're knurled. They were nicer, I will say that. But with me being a bigger guy, I wanted the longer ones. So I took the ones out of my SS3, put it on my SS4. The biggest difference right off the bat, and I already like it for it, is where the angle of the curve is. With the SS3, with these bigger, wider Hydra racks, the angle causes this to happen where it does not fit on your standard J cup properly. I use the sandwich cups and then let them angle inward like this to get it to fit. So if you have a wider rack and you have a flat J cup, the SS3 just didn't really fit on it properly, versus with the angle being out further on the SS4, it sits nicely on a regular J cup. So that's the biggest difference, immediately noticeable. I really like that already. The angle of the bar seems to be exactly the same as the SS3, so that's standard with a SSP bar. All right, just finished my top set. Wanted to do this review while it's still fresh in my mind. The SS4, it didn't feel any different than the SS3, other than the fact that my padding is brand new. It behaved the same. Have a decent enough amount of weight on here today, 500 total bar weight plus some chain weight. Chains are also from Bells of Steel. Plates are from Bells of Steel. My rack's from Bells of Steel. I think you're getting the point. I like it. I approve of the bar. I think overall, while it is remarkably similar, which I think is kind of the idea, it is an upgrade from the SS3 in general, mainly just because of the location of the curve, allowing it to be able to rack and unrack a lot easier than what the SS3 was on your standard rack like this. So I give it an approval. If you have the SS3, yes, it's a great bar. I'm going to still continue to use mine. It's going to serve a purpose still. But the SS4, I definitely recommend picking one up. Definitely an upgrade to the SS3. Thanks, guys.